Hey, J-Dot. Hey, Fiza. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Barney. Hey, Cece. You're making burgers now? Nice. Hey, Polly. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Google user. Use at McDonald's. Nice. Hey, Seal. Hey, Sticka. We are not, Barney. We are not. Hi, Anonymous. Like Kitty Charms. Or Julie. Had in and out today. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, Steph. And Steph. Steph NH and Steph 03. Hey, Bolly. Color purple. Ground turkey burgers. Realize a lot of people never had ground turkey before. I feel like Chantal made turkey burgers before, and I wasn't really impressed. What did I do all day? Overslept. And told this thing she already had treats. I gave her treats and then told her that she already had treats. Because she wants more treats. Yellow rice with sausage and onions. Cool. Oh, was she? Eh. Well, I'm on live stream now. Eh. Same as usual. Same as usual. Don't eat meat, avoid carcinogens. Oh, everything's a carcinogen, Seal. Hey, Liberace. Oh, is it Liberace? Hey, Backrooms. We don't really have MLK Day in Canada. Kind of burger. Oh, just ground beef burger, or just a beef burger, frozen beef burger. Yes, turkey leg. I did. Sorry. She's putting the cat down. I mean, I could always, I could always do it for her. Crack. Would I ever dye my hair? I don't think so. I would not. I'm not being serious. I would not snap a cat's neck, Barney. No. You drink fast. My husband faster and a lot. I don't get it. I think he didn't have enough water when he was young. Otherwise, why drink so hasty? I don't know. I get thirsty. Nice blue highlights. What are we doing today? I don't know. Nothing. Nothing. Sitting around talking shit. Please try coming on earlier. It's 12:30 a.m. Sorry, Paiza. I'm a night person, so. Google user. Scotland. I've been to Scotland. And that's it. Of course, Frida. Hibachi Japanese restaurants. I have no idea, John. Could not tell you. Agency. Probably. Wow. There you go. Go sleep. Go sleep and dream of tantalizing turkey. I had burgers for supper. Produce. Hey, Adele. I think Casey's too good to call dinner. Dinner, supper, dinner, they're the same thing. Dinner and supper are the same thing. I use both terms. RuneScape? No, never played RuneScape. You like travels more? I would. Like to get back to Scotland. Like to go to Greece. Like to hit up the Ghibli stuff in Japan. And maybe the Nintendo theme park in Japan as well. Why not? Of course not produce. There are many reasons I think you're better. I think I'm better than you. There are many reasons I think I'm better than you. The fact that I say supper is the least of it. Do you remember Birders? Nah, I don't remember that. That could be anywhere in the world right now. Where would it be? Oh, Ottawa for now. That was much smaller. Aw. How do I do flying in a plane? Um, most of the time I was fine on the plane. It was just jet lag fucked me over for a good week. For a good week or two. Thanks, Tyra. Hey, Zach. Haggis has never really been a place that I care that much about. Found a large troll doll at the secondhand store in the weekend. Cool. Pulled its head off and presented it on a platter for decoration in my she shed. Best $20 spent. Cute. Can I squat? I mean, not well, I don't think. Went on a plane once in 2018 and the turbulence told me never again. Would I ever try a flashlight? No, I'm not interested in flashlights. Anyway, yeah, I'm honestly not sure. Hey, Diana. I'm honestly not sure how I would handle a plane now. It's hard to tell. Hi, Sandy. New York. Yeah, I'd like to visit New York. Tennessee, meh. Most of the US, I have very little interest in. Manhattan would be good to visit. Can I say sorry? Sure, I can say sorry. Can't do planes, rather drive or by train or Greyhound. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, you can't drive to Scotland, though, Cece. You can't really drive from Canada to Scotland. Not until they invent floating cars. They'd be able to deal screen kit. Probably. Put in my headphones and I'm fine. Put in headphones, watch movie, or listen to music, or whatever. About. It's about. I'm going to Vegas for my 26th birthday on the 18th of February, and I'm having a fit. The plane ride is only 30 minutes. You should be fine, Cece. The note? Meh. Can I say mouth? Mouth? Bean dip? The note? No, she didn't make up the note. See? There is a note here. The highlight of the note is absolutely, I believe that you were probably not serious about euthanizing the cat by strangling. There is Rebecca on the other side. The other side has contact information. I'm not sure on the other side. A? Yeah, we say A up here. Hey, Shara. Anyway, it's not so. I don't really. Hey, comic book. I don't really want to talk about that note. I don't really want to talk about that thing. I just found. I believe you were not serious when you talked about euthanizing the cat by strangling. Probably not serious. Hey, JB. Hey, Laura. TikTok psychics? No. The fact that anyone would actually try to suggest, like the fact that anyone would try to suggest that I was at all serious about strangling Casey to death. Like, no. No, obviously I'm not, obviously that's a joke. There's the galleries, go to plays, Alcatraz, Fisherman's Wharf, parks, picks up bridge, bars, awesomeness, food. Love the Castro district. My stance on dolphins. Apparently they're kind of assholes, from what I hear, from what I've read. Like they'll help people, but sometimes they'll straight up murder people. Like they are sometimes just total assholes. Yes, Combrook. Then a dolphin try to force himself into a strainer. Yep, they're rapists. Yeah, dolphins are rapists as well. So people would hate me because I love dark humor, especially when it's black humor. Excuse me, Cece. I think they prefer African American humor. Okay. They actually, I think most of them actually do prefer to just be called black. Ex-husband is a street performer at Fisherman's Wharf. Sandy, rapists. Dolphins commit rape. Would I ever own a dog? No. Chantel being held captive, not that I'm aware of. Probably pretty normal in the animal kingdom. It is. Male and female ducks have male and female ducks have a genital arms war going on. I would rather not, Rebecca. But good on her. Yeah. Again, she's enjoying herself. She's expressing herself. That's that's cool. So I stand behind her on that. But I don't want to listen to her music. Will they have a rap in one of Chantel's diss tracks? No. He's tall and athletic, and she's round and pathetic. Laura, yeah. Generally, it is black, usually with a capital B. I think I think right now the preferred terminology is black, and if it's written, it's with a capital B. So capital B, black people. Do I dream? I seldom remember my dreams. I don't really ever remember my dreams. Beckers, who checks animals' penises? Perverts. Don't get to live vet visit. It'll be within a couple weeks, Barry. It'll be within the next couple weeks. Will I be entering the Royal Rumble? I'm throwing myself right back out. Do I drink alcohol? Nah, I don't enjoy it. Like, there's no moral reason that I don't drink it. There's no health reason, anything like that. It is entirely a matter of I don't like it, so I don't drink it. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't drink most sodas. You'd never get me to drink beet juice or some shit like that. So, like, yeah, I don't drink alcohol for the same reason I don't drink beet juice or cranberry juice or whatever. Just scrolling. Doesn't everybody? Do I drink water? I do drink water. I would not drink my own pee. Cranberry juice, gross. My mom drinks only this juice. Makes sense. She is gross. Um, hear from her? Yeah, I hear from her. No, produce. I would never drink anybody's pee. Perry, the only thing she begs for is more temptations. Period blood? Pass. I'll pass on the period blood, thanks. Red Bull's never had a Red Bull. Favorite horror movie is Chucky. What if you're stranded on an island? Would you drink pee then? If I'm stranded on an island, then I'm surrounded by water. Also, no, because pee wouldn't really do much to Salt water? Collect rainwater. There you go. Yeah, collect rainwater. Hey, Wade Bowen. They say you can drink your own pee as long as it's within the first 30 minutes for survival. Then it starts to grow bacteria. What if it never rains? On an island? He eats the seals. Thanks, really, here. Another thing you can do, you can sort of like evaporate, like you can get salt water and sort of like evaporate it. The salt sort of stays behind the water. If you have something to like catch the evaporating water, the moisture, like if you have something to catch the moisture, as water evaporates, then you can desalinate it. Boil it and the steam gets distilled. Yeah, Sandy. If you can, so like, yeah, I mean, if you can boil water and just have, I don't know, leaves on top, you know, to catch the evaporating, to catch the moisture as the water evaporates. And then the water, yeah, and then the moisture. Courtney, you guys took it. What blocked word, Courtney? Which blocked word did you guess? Courtney, your prize for guessing a blocked word is now you get blocked. Courtney, no, that is not a blocked word. I did not block Kia. Jenna? I mean, I don't like being naked, and I'm usually afraid. Courtney, if they're slur words, then yeah, I'm not. Most of the words are slurs. Slurs, obviously, I block. There's a few things. There's a few words that I blocked just because I got sort of fed up with the memes around them, with people talking about them all the time. Some words that are blocked for drama purposes, like because they're tied to drama. Do you rather be forced to survive in a dry and cold climate or a hot and humid climate? I'll just die. I suppose I'll just die just scrolling. So yeah, most of the words I blocked are either slurs, drama shit, or just plain annoying. That said, there are a couple of words that I've blocked solely because they're words that I don't think anyone will ever use in the chat. There's a couple of words I blocked just for shits and giggles. Just because it amuses me. And no one will ever guess what those ones are. Chibi? Elaborate? Why do I have bear tree blocked? Why is that a word I've... So I'm just looking through my blocked word list. Do you think your audience has a shitty vocabulary? For the most part, no. I mean, some do. By the way, I should mention there are some words that are like... There's some words that get caught by YouTube's automatic filter. Not words that I've blocked, but words that are just that YouTube automatically flags. All right, so there are a couple of words. No, comic book. I will say the ones I blocked for funny purposes are not dirty words. There aren't really any dirty words that I've blocked. I probably should block a few dirty words just because of hi Cam. Scrumdiddlyumptious. That one would have been a good one to block actually, just because that's not one that'll come up very often. Ointment. I'm not blocking ointment. What I do today? Nothing. Hello to Cam's cat, Bubba. Labia minora? Apparently not, Lynn. Apparently that's not one of the words. Apparently that's not something YouTube flags. Do nothing every day? Pretty much, Perry. Pretty much. The same day over and over? Kinda. Is Florida blocked? Should be. Welcome home party? Probably not, Zoe. Not seeing anything being blocked. Like I said, the words that hey Harlan, the words that I have blocked for amusing purposes. Facility. I should block Facilia actually, Harlan. But the words that I have blocked for my own amusement, they're damn near impossible to guess. What do you do when you run out of TP? I don't, Sandy. I'm careful not to run out of it. Show the Kia. Pretty sure I can't, Rebecca. I'm pretty sure I can't show the Kia. I don't think that there's anything to show of it right now. What did you do on the weekends in high school? Nothing. Pretty much nothing. I think I hate the word discharge more than any. Oh, the Kia is pretty buried. The Kia is pretty white. The Kia is pretty covered right now. Last crush you had? I don't even remember. When was the last crush? I have no recollection, Sandy. Do you drip dry when you can? Bond on anything valuable? I haven't. Metamucil. Go shovel snow. I'll probably shovel it out a bit when it gets close to Chantal coming back. You want to shovel? We actually do have a shovel. We actually do have a shovel, and I'll probably shovel it out a bit close to when Chantal gets back. Do I game it all? Not a whole lot, Seal. No, Rebecca. THC weed butter machine. Many strikes in my own before being blocked. Vanna, maybe. Did they tow inactive vehicles? Nicole? I mean, as long as we keep paying for our parking spot, they don't have any reason to tow it. Yeah, I mean, as long as we keep paying for our parking spot, there's absolutely no reason why our car would get towed. Thanks, Lolo. I can't show the Kia. It's not something. It's dark out. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to show something outside at night? Come on. Snow will reflect. Not as much as the window will reflect. Just scrolling. Apparently. Evidently there are. Where's Sofa King? Probably having bowel issues. He's probably on the toilet. It's where he is most of the time, I think. Courtney Knight. Shokia. Thank you very much, Courtney Knight. Trina no longer members. I'm not sure if their memberships are still active or not. Couldn't tell you. Where's Dandy? I think he does have real life shit that he's that he gets involved in. I'm on the toilet now. I have a bidet, and I'm not even European. Fancy, Sandy. Met any of the neighbors? Nope. I have not. Yeah, that's right. Go in the window. Look at the window. Or turn around. Cut the right sleeve off of all of Chantel's tops. Roaches? No, we have not seen any roaches. In all the time that we've lived here, I have not seen any roaches, luckily. I believe the very first apartment we lived in, the Brookdale Arms, it was called at the time. I think we actually did get roaches there once. New Star Trek stuff about to be produced? Yeah, sweet potato. There's always new Star Trek stuff being made. New season of Star Trek Picard is about to air. New season of Star Trek Discovery has been filmed. That'll be coming up for too long. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, new season of that. New season of Star Trek Lower Decks. There's even going to be a new season of Star Trek Prodigy, Roaches in Canada. Yep, it's a Lower complex. It was a pretty shitty place. It wasn't a particularly great building. That particular building, a lot of people in that building were on welfare. So, first of every month, there'd be people would be like gathered in the lobby waiting for the welfare checks to be dropped off in the mailboxes. But like, I feel pretty much same as normal. Roaches are more prevalent in warmer, humid climates. Well, yeah, but I mean, Ontario does get hot and humid in the summer. Yeah, like it's Ontario. It gets hot and humid in the summer, so roaches are a thing in Ontario. In the summer. Generic pun. I was working at the time. I had a job back then. Shitty job that I fucking hated and made me absolutely goddamn miserable every goddamn day of my life. But I did have a job back then. I was working at a shitty ass call center. It has some laugh with a welfare check comment. Literally never seen a roach in my life other than my ex-boyfriend. Hey, Steph. Watership now. My sister thought the bidet was a drinking spout at our cousin's place. Ouch. What's up with Casey's health situation? People tripping with fair reason. Thank you for the super chat, Watership now. That is hilarious about your sister. As far as Casey's health, well, she's never eaten. Would be the big problem. Never had a bite of food in her life. And she'd be willing to tell you all about that. But other than that, she's fine. But yeah, she is, aside from never eating a bite of food in her life, she's fine. Bally Chicken Reactions. Thank you for the super sticker, Bally Chicken Reactions. Hi, Wendy. Wendy loves Daisy. Welcome. I hope that we don't scare you off with weird discussions. Hey, boozing. How job apps going? They're mostly not, Perry. They're mostly not going. It's been like 10 days since I applied to a job. In Florida, we have the palmettos that can fit in your palm. They're so good with some thyme, lime juice, and salt. Call centers sound like one of the worst jobs there. They're bad. Call centers are really bad. Because, like, there's the fact that you're being yelled at most of the day. Even if you're not being yelled at, then there are customers sort of coming on the phone crying because shit is hard for them, and you're expected to fucking upsell them. You're fucking expected to sell shit to people who are struggling to make ends meet. Working for State Farm made me realize the amount of grown adults that don't know shit about their car insurance. Thanks, Molly. He has a point. Um, but honestly, even aside from the customers, I'll be honest, the customers were usually one of the least aggravating parts of my job. Like, the customers were often one of the least aggravating, least annoying, least stressful parts of my job. Because more than that, there is you're either micromanaged or undermanaged. Article editor. I absolutely could do something like, hey, Zombie Queen. Like, I am, I have good enough spelling and grammar that I actually genuinely could be like a copy editor. Or not copy editor, but like a proofreader. Like, proofreading is something that I absolutely could do. But, so could everybody. Have you ever talked to someone that wanted to do more than just talk? What, like at a call center? No. Yeah, like the first call center I worked at, StarTech. When I worked at StarTech, that place was micromanaged to an obscene degree. Um, if you were 1 minute over, like if you took, your break was 15 minutes. If you took 1 minute over that, then, hey, weren't you back in your desk yet? Um, you could not take an extra bathroom break. If you wanted to be able to take an extra bathroom break, then you had to shave time off your other breaks. So like you got, 30 minutes of paid break a day, 30 minutes of paid break a day, paid break time each day. if you took 3 extra minutes, if you like late in your shift, if you need to take a piss, so you go into break for 3 minutes so you can go take a really quick piss. Yeah, that's something you get talked about. If your call time is too high, if your hold time was too high, if this stat was too high, if this stat was too high, like it's like they wanted to account for every second of your shift, and they wanted you to they had a ton of stats that they wanted you to hit while also selling shit while just it's. And then another job I worked at. I worked at another job place at Telka. That place was undermanaged. You know, you'd have a month go by. You'd have a full month go by without any actual without any sort of like without any like coaching session to let you know how you're doing. So you'd have a whole month go by where you have no fucking idea how you're doing. So it's but again, don't take extra time for breaks. Once again, they account for every second. Rebecca? Nah, just t-shirts. Coaching for it. Well, like, getting like 5, 10, 15 minutes with your supervisor. Well, no, just like 5, 10, 15 minutes with your supervisor to go over your stats, let you know, like, sort of how you're doing. That sort of thing. I mean, that's pretty common at call centers, Cam. Like, that's like every call center I've worked at has done that. It's like, it's just direct one-on-one time. It's direct one-on-one time with your immediate supervisor to go over any issues, any questions, anything you need help on, anything that you're doing really great at. I mean, not all jobs do that, but I'm pretty sure it's common for call centers at least. There are jobs that don't do that. You know, pretty sure Walmart doesn't do that shit. Hell, with Walmart, you're lucky if you get called in for your annual performance evaluation. Wendy, what is this? What is the stream about? It's just whatever we feel like talking about, Wendy. It's really just about talking about whatever topics we feel like talking about. Technical certificate. Google user. No. Can I react to Shakira's new song? Shakira's not really for me. Shakira's not really something that someone that I enjoy. So. Walmart is ghetto. Whenever I go self checkout, I hear the employees arguing or spilling juicy. I mean, shit, they're not getting paid to work. They're not getting, the Walmart employees aren't getting paid to give a shit about their jobs. Hey, Megan Fox. Sandy, no, I don't think I can. Walmart? Yeah, pass. Lots of Walmart here in town. Yeah, when I was in Cornwall, we had one Walmart, which, killed them all. Worked for a funeral home, just seeing patients for 20 years, cleaning teeth. I love working behind the scenes. Anxious about life in the following weeks. Always. When I worked for Israel to sell to the Arabic market, me being Austrian, it made sense. No one suspected they are buying from Israel through me. My boss was crazy and I quit. Yeah, there used to be, Cornwall used to have 3 malls. Now we have basically one mall, or they. Now it has basically one mall. What's wrong with malls? I've always enjoyed them. So yeah, Cornwall still has Cornwall Square is still the mall in Cornwall. Chantel taking the feelers? Probably not for a while. So yeah, there's still Cornwall Square. But when I was growing up, there was Brookdale Mall and Eastcourt Mall. Eastcourt Mall still technically exists, but I think there are barely any stores left in it. So Eastcourt Mall is still there, but it's like you go there, there's nothing. Like it's utterly bizarre that it hasn't just been completely closed down at this point. Um, as a kid, I think I remember Brookdale Mall being like the mall when I was a kid. That was the cool mall. Had a toy store, had a movie theater, and yeah, when I was a kid, Walmart opened right across from Brookdale Mall, like right beside Brookdale Mall, and basically just completely killed that mall. Sure thing, Rebecca. Is this the 80s? Going to fight everyone in chat? Cashier at a bookstore? Yeah, I'd love working at a bookstore. Love after lockup. Anunnaki? I'd have to get the stickers. I'm not much for stickers. Tyler Perry has bought our biggest defunct mall and local area shops to make a massive studio. I don't know. I think it's kind of a shame that malls sort of. I think it's kind of a shame what's happened to malls. They were big hangout spots for kids back in the day, for teens. They used to be big hangout spots for young people back in the day. Now where do they hang out? Outside fucking coffee shops. Malls are capitalism at its finest. To a certain extent, Rebecca, but I mean, it's a little bit. Honestly, it's. At the same time, you know, teens could go to the mall and just hang out. If they had some quarters, they could spend a couple hours in an arcade. Like, just not even necessarily spending all that much money, but just a place to chill. Unethical to ride horses? Yeah, seems fine to me. That malls, I would have never lost half my virginity in the back of Auntie Anne's pretzels. How do you lose half your virginity? Going to Disneyland anytime soon? Nah. I've never really had that much interest in Disneyland, to be honest. It's never been like, I want to go to Disneyland. I don't know. It's just, it's never really made, it's never really meant much to me. I've never really had that much interest in it. Happiest place on earth? Eh. Well, there you go, Anunnaki. There's reason enough for me not to want to go Anunnaki. It's the happiest place on earth. What do you think that's going to appeal to my goth heart? Fuck no. And I'm gonna refill my water. You had treats. Stop whining. Stop lying. Log at the big boulder by the lake. No idea where that is, boozing, so no. But I tried different fetishes. Probably not. I'm very vanilla. Is goth a style or a mindset? Yes. It can be either. Steve Harvey? Nah. I don't really find him all that funny. The Traders? I have not Moonlight. Damn, generic pun. Almost marry a woman who looks like Paul Bear? Damn! Just a minute, I'm staring down Casey. Haha, I won. Just had to stare down with Casey. As far as I know, she's still got all her teeth. As far as I know, she still has all her teeth. Where's Sam? No idea. Lashes and nails? Nah. I will pass on the lashes and nails. What do I think about people into masochism? It's not for me. Use box stamped to spell out welcome home. Yeah, I might try to get a little bit of cleaning done. Probably not a whole lot, but I might try to get at least something done. Korean barbecue. Never had Korean barbecue. It's something I'd definitely be interested in. Room swap with her? Ugh, no. No, that's too much of a pain in the ass to move everything around. Iron maids? Bah. 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 Bah, I say. If they don't deliver, I'll never try it. Hasn't left the house since 1996. Not true, Perry. Chantal and I went to that Japanese place, that sushi place, right before she left. Chantal and I did go to that sushi place very shortly before she left. So there. But yeah, mostly I order out. Chicken gizzards? Ugh, that sounds gross. No, I have no maid outfit. Dessert some night? Maybe, I don't know. Something to consider. I'll have to think about that. I'm a rock. Yeah. Sushi place is good. It was a nice place. It's a nice place with fancy little robot waiters. Wish I could trust sushi, but I get so scared about raw food. Fair. Practicing bus. Nah, Nancy, it's been. I don't think I've actually been on a bus since I moved into the villa. I'm pretty sure the last time I took a bus would have been like very beginning, like January of 2020. So I think it's been like 3 years since I've ridden a bus because I haven't needed to. Last time I saw my mom, October. Last time I saw my mom was back in October. Honestly, it's not a phobia, Nancy. It's absolutely not a phobia. It's just I don't enjoy the bus. I find the bus be generally unpleasant experience. Tommy Slayton, I don't even know who she is, or I don't. Yeah, I don't know who Tammy Slayton is. So yeah, it's not a phobia. It's just if I don't need to ride the bus, then there's no reason to ride it, and I haven't needed to ride it. Hey, trolls. Like I just like there's been absolutely no reason for me to bother with taking a bus in the past 3 years. If I need to go somewhere, Chantel's got the car. Tummy hurt? They don't make my tummy hurt. They're just tedious. They're just the bus is just tedious. You know, it's you know, it's irritating to me having to get there before like having to get to the bus stop by a specific time. That's really sucks. It isn't convenient. Yeah, I mean, it's like you have to be there by a specific time. I have to hope that the isn't late. Um, rather than not being able to go anywhere. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, if I need to go somewhere, I'm fine taking the bus. Hey, Vegas doll. I am fine taking a bus. I have taken the bus places before. Take the cat to her final resting place when she gets back. Have to wait and see what the vet says, Nancy. That dude got murdered and the killer walked. Laziest human. I'm up there, Wheelie. What did I run places? I mean, honestly, I pretty regularly walk places. I used to walk to and from work every day. Back when I was before I started working remotely and before I quit. Um, yeah, I mean, I used to walk to and from work every day, and I'd regularly walk to the grocery store. I still walk to the grocery store pretty regularly, or at least, yeah, I do. While Chantel, I have while Chantel's away. While Chantel's been away, I've walked to the grocery store quite a few times. So I am out of practice with walking places. That is true. Feel not having a job has made me regress socially. Socially, probably not. I even when I had a job, I never talked to people, Rebecca. Outside of like professional, outside of talking to customers on the phone, I didn't really talk to people. I didn't really have a chance to talk to people. Most of the time it was busy. There wasn't really time to talk to coworkers. Used to leave the house when you had a job, which is healthy. Yeah. Yeah. Bunch of friends or a fine lady? I'll go with the fine lady. I've never been one for groups of friends. Oh, good night, Vegas doll. Consider myself shut in. Kinda. Yeah, I'm a shut in. Do you miss having a job? No, but I do recognize that I need to have a job. I need the steady income that a job brings. That set amount. Brother got a wrong number text from a hot lady, but after like 10 days, she tried to get him to buy crypto. Agoraphobe? I don't think I'm an agoraphobe. I'm just, I like staying in. Last time I used a public washroom, I don't know. Probably sometime when Chantel and I were out. Yes, my brother is older than I am. Do I feel comfortable using urinals? Yeah, I'm fine using urinals. Yeah, you survive with that job. I mean, I do make some money from YouTube. Nancy? No, he is my brother. He's still a guy. Nancy, are you confused about how trans people work? Like, me transitioning to be a woman doesn't suddenly make my brother my sister. That's not. Yes, he has a non-binary friend. My brother has a non-binary friend. Thoughts on blacks? Should I have a few more friends? Not really. Thoughts on blacks? There's a that is a very popular Pornhub category, Cam. No, my brother is cis. How do I know I'm trans? It's a feeling. Indeed, Gia. Drugs? I mean, I tried marijuana. I didn't inhale properly. I tried marijuana 2 or 3 times, and I failed to inhale properly. So, Gia, not my favorite porn category, but it is definitely a very popular porn category. I do not store candies in my belly button. Street fight? No, never had a street fight. Heard you were into smelling salts back in the day? No. Molly? Nope. Brooke, it isn't any. Alien tourist, you are wrong. Crack? No. Absolutely not. Much spice do I smoke? Favorite candy? Chocolate covered raisins. Cam? If you say so, Cam. Would marijuana help me overcome a lot of my stress and anxiety if you gave it a proper try? I'm inclined to think probably not, scrolling. Nancy? I mean, I'm not sure exactly when she lands. Lime? I mean, the simple answer is I suck at getting around to doing things. Any advice for a soon to be 30-year-old Irishman? Mm. Don't be me. I admit nothing, Cam. But anyway, yeah. So as far as like why I haven't done more to transition, it's just it's hard for me. It's hard for me to do things. So like calling around to find a doctor is the kind of thing that's just hard for me to do. Um, Tinder. I'm not on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder at the moment. I have a Tinder profile, but I haven't been on Tinder in forever. Not having enough support. Oh, hey, Dandy. I ate off camera. Steph, I should be on antidepressants, but it's one of those things where I want to have a set doctor. Smart to also remain male. Well, that's default, Sandy. Like, that is the default shit. Logistical. A lot of it's both comic. It's both comic book, but the logistical shit is very, very hard for me and always has been. Any sort of logistical thing is hard for me. Bought the boat. I am in Ontario. The whole like, well, then just get a doctor. Ontario is not doing great right now when it comes to and hasn't for a long time, frankly. It's been getting worse and worse for a while. But it's super hard to actually get a doctor. There's walk-in clinics and that's it. Like you'd have to like my only options are walk-in clinics where like I would not be able to get like a set doctor who I go to, who I just called to make an appointment with, get a regular get regular appointments, go see whenever I need to, blah, blah, blah. That's not a thing in Ontario. No, it's not a thing in Ontario. I am on a waiting list. I am literally on a waiting list to get a family doctor. And I've been on this waiting list for a year and a half. I got a thing in the mail just a month ago saying that I was still on this fucking waiting list. It's family doctors are not a thing at the moment in Ontario. They just you do not get a family doctor anymore. But at the same time, I don't really want to just use. Well, good for them, Megan. They probably had a family doctor for 30 fucking years. They probably inherited their family doctor from their parents. Triggers. Well, I'm probably not going to get any surgery anyway. Sandy. So different things. So for the antidepressants, it's all of the above: laziness, depression, logistics, and the health system in Canada. It's just their social servicing ring to help you find one. Yeah, they put me. They're the ones who put me on that waiting list. Let's see where you are on the waiting list. No, it's I am lazy. Depression does make it hard for me to do things. Logistics are hard for me, but there is also the reality that family doctors are not currently a thing in Ontario. It's just impossible to get a family doctor in Ontario. Um, Sandy? No, I think it's just that I'm getting better at masking. I'm good at masking. Same here in BC. Yeah, I can't really speak to the other provinces though, Bugs. I can speak towards the situation in Ontario. I can't speak to the situation in other provinces. But anyway, that's why the reason I am not the reason I'm not on antidepressants is because I don't want to have to go see a different doctor at the walk-in clinic every time I need to modify my prescription. I want somebody. Well, no, geez. So somebody had brought up antidepressants. So they for the antidepressants, um, the reason I'm not on antidepressants is because I want to have I want to be able to see the same doctor every time. Because I mean, it takes time to find the right medication. The right combination of medications and all that. Um, it takes time, and I would much rather be able to go to the same person every time. Have the doctor who has my medical history every time I go to see him. As far as the transition goes, I mean, yeah, for that one, I just need to call around to find somebody who's. I am in therapy. Um, but no, she can't really find me a doctor either. Hey, Killface. Whatever, Jim. She can't comic book. She is not. My therapist is not able to do referrals. They don't have that. Because like there's different types of therapists. Like there's psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists. There's sort of different levels of it. Um, the one I use is not of the type that is able to do uh, prescriptions and referrals and things like that. Doctor apps? I have no idea. I haven't really noticed comic book. That's good. Yeah. Psychiatrists cost more. Psychiatrists cost more. How much? Not sure, but yeah, I mean they're pricier. So, well, I'm not suicidal alien tourist. You're in Canada? Yes, Cam. And Canada does not have particularly strong mental health coverage. Not by a whole lot, Cam. Mental health coverage in Canada is extremely limited. It is extremely limited, Cam. Community of trans people I participated in? No. I'm not a I'm not a community person, Sandy. You just Tim Hortons and a shot of maple syrup. Hey Barney. What I do today? Fuck all. Pretty much nothing. Your government care? Yeah, the government care that doesn't cover mental health. Well, yeah, bugs. That's sort of a different thing when it's when it becomes a matter of life-saving care, then it can get covered. But pet black moose will help you after an ounce of spice. Pope died? Really? Natural treatment cost? No idea, Penguin. Gender affirming care, the same care. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the of how that's covered. Valley. Snacks, probably. But she's up on my footrest, so I will try to give her attention. I will see if she will accept attention. Okay, so it's the old Pope, the Benedict. Sorry, when I saw somebody comment about the Pope dying, I thought they meant the current one, not the retired one. Oh, come on. Tombrick? Nah. Nah, I'm pretty sure it was just a balance thing. Do I play video games? Not very many, sir. Social assistance? Eh. Come on, Casey. Is life good? Meh. Come on. Come on, bitch cake. Thanks, Sandy. Good night. Probably, Gia. You only tourist? Looks like. Seems like she can. Yeezy shoes? I don't even know what those are. You gonna come up on my lap or not? Apparently she's not. Kanye's shoes. Well, I would not wear his shoes. They say haircuts help self-esteem. Eh. I do need to get it trimmed at least. Hey, sex appeal. I do need to get a haircut. Hi, sex appeal. Hey, Icky. What am I up to? Waiting to see if Casey will come up on my lap. Just got married again. Yeah, good for him, I guess. Estrogen help my hair grow back? Probably not. There you go. Well, fine then. Climbed over my legs and jumped on back down to the floor. Oh, I've never had those. I've never had suicidal thoughts. Jimmy, don't worry. She's 20. Do you ever lift weights? Nope. I'm not being dandy. The cat escaped outside today. We're able to get it. We're able to get the cat back inside. Canadian coach got fired one day after he got hired. Jeez. Look at the cat's temptations. She doesn't need more temptations right now. She gets enough temptations. Do they sleep in bed with me? They don't. Nah, they really don't. Thoughts on Jordan Peterson? He's an asshole. He's a jackass and a buffoon. No, Cam. Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is a jackass and a buffoon. His anti-trans bullshit led him to anti-vax bullshit, which led him to fucking global warming denialism. Like, Jordan Peterson has turned into a fucking global warming denialist. Global warming denier. Like, that's how much of a fucking buffoon that guy is. Hey, 49ers. Denialism is a great word. Is he flat earther? He very well may end up talking himself into flat eartherism. Oh, we absolutely do, Dandy. There's a lot to worry about with global warming in our lifetime. Yeah. I would not be at all surprised if Jordan Peterson managed to talk himself into being a flat earther. That's how much of a dumbass he is. No, Jimmy, that's not true at all. Global warming is a driver of climate change, of a specific type of climate change. I met an Uber driver who was not only a flat earther, but also said after trying acid once, he now sees numbers in everything. It's a wild car ride. Look at all the weather disaster. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's more and more extreme weather conditions all the time. Which are going to push, they're going to be drivers of no backrooms. Global warming is a real serious issue. Andrew? Yeah, but humans are also major drivers of global warming. For one thing, if it was the sun, then the warming would be witnessed on every planet. It's not. Listen, Ben Shapiro, also a jackass and a buffoon. What happens to wild animals during these major storms? I've always wondered. Uh, they try to escape, and many of them die. Thought cow farts were a big problem. They are. Um, cow farts are a big problem. Save me. I am happy you're here. I don't feel like sexy time now, so I am saying I have to help your chat, which I don't. It works for me. Later, I anyway play video games. US and Japan just signed an agreement to explore space in peace. Do you think that matters? Yeah, probably. What do you think of the Andrew Tate stuff going on? I think he's an asshole. I think Andrew Tate sucks. Would I ever go on a hunger strike? No, Anunnaki, I don't think I've got that in me. I don't think I would be successful at a hunger strike. The alpha of our generation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like in programming terms, isn't an alpha like sort of a first release that's generally like super buggy and missing a lot of features and not expected to work properly? The thing that like is sort of like designed just to find out where the problems are so that they can be fixed. Send someone to hug me. I don't know. Probably my mom at Thanksgiving. Missing a lot of features. Yeah, like the alpha, like the alpha release, is there to find the problems. And then after that, it gets refined to the beta release, which is sort of intended as sort of the last, as sort of like more or less final, but not, you know, possible, still some possible, like there may still be possible issues. So just to make sure, make absolutely sure that it's fine before doing the final release. Beta is always the test version. Yes, like the alpha is like initial build that's glitchy as fuck. Beta is the test version to make sure that they've ironed out all the bugs. And then there's the final. Beta male programming. I feel like it'd be easier to be deaf than blind. Uh Could be just scrolling. Alpha's fun. I thought alpha came before, like I thought the alpha came before the beta. Yeah, just double check. So in according to the Wikipedia article on software release lifecycle, uh, alpha phase of the release lifecycle is the first phase of software testing. Developers generally test the software using white box techniques. Blah, blah, blah. Alpha software is not thoroughly tested by the developer before it is released. Customers may contain serious errors, and any resulting instability could cause crashes or data loss. It may not contain all the features that are planned for the final version. Beta is the test trials. Yeah. Will generally have many more bugs in it than completed software, and speed and performance issues may still cause crash or data loss. Focus the beta testing is reducing impacts on users, often incorporating usability testing. Omega is when all its deals, when it's all DLCs are installed. So yeah. So yeah, there you go. Alphas are incomplete versions. Hey, Moonlight. An alpha is an incomplete version. So all those alpha males, that's what they're calling themselves. They're calling themselves incomplete versions of men. Alternatively, if their whole alpha male is a reference to the animal kingdom, then when they call themselves alpha males, what they're actually saying is that they are in captivity. That their behaviors are based on being in captivity rather than being in their regular environments, which tend to much more towards uh, cooperation and shit like that. Because that's like when the dude who coined the term alpha male was talking about wolf behavior and realized pretty soon after that the way the wolves he was studying in captivity, their behavior is not the way that wolves normally behave uh, in nature. So the dudes who call themselves alpha males are like, it's just a complete and total and absolute 100% misunderstanding of fucking science. If I had to pick an animal, what would I be? Cat. Do I think AI is going to take over coding? I doubt it. Just scrolling. Because AI like kind of is coding. Anunnaki. I don't have one. I'm white. White people do not get spirit animals. But yeah, like we should not want AI to take over coding because AI is not actually all that great. It's not actually all that intelligent. Like what AI does not create anything. I had a question in my psychology class whether we would be okay for AI creations to have the same rights as us. So, if it is sentient, then yes. Anything sentient deserves rights. Artificial intelligence is not sentient. And like when people talk about like AI art or shit like that, uh, and like when people talk about like AI art or shit like that, um, it's not actually intelligent. It's not actual AI. It's I mean like all that AI art, it's collage. Like that's all it is. It's just it takes a huge amount of existing art and then sort of collages together elements of it. But like some of it will still have the fucking, like you'll see like these AI art pieces that still have pieces of the fucking watermarks on them. Yeah, I could replace all the job openings that can't get filled by workers due to a lack of people entering the workforce. Not actually a problem right now, alien tourist. Um, you know what? You want to know the biggest proof of how fucking nonsense capitalism is, alien tourist? High employment. There's actually pretty high employment right now, which has been spooking the stock market. The markets get really worried when too many people have jobs. Yeah, there's really helping doctors. Those whom doctors have proven a small study to be more accurate diagnosis. Well, yeah, AI can be helpful. Absolutely, AI can be helpful. It has its uses. But all it really does, it's not intelligent. All it's really doing is taking existing information and putting it together. It's just collating existing information. So, like AI coding would just be existing coding that's mashed together. It's not going to create original codes. So, and it's not going to be able to, and it's not going to be great at finding problems with codes either. Just don't want AI to take my job. I'll cut that bitch's wires. It's not self-aware. Not at the moment. It's not. At the moment, AI is nowhere near self-aware. Take my robot baby for her first swimming lesson tomorrow. Might I recommend? Might I recommend making sure there's no one else in the pool when your baby first jumps in? If there were really realistic AI girlfriends like in her, would I date one? No, I want to smooch. I don't want to be kissing a. I don't want to be kissing a computer screen. Don't want to be cuddling with my phone. Sure, Tris, but humans are capable of coming up with new information, new ideas. Humans can come up with new ideas. Some of it is, a lot of it they take existing information and that information helps them to come up with new ideas. But they are coming up with new ideas. I do remember Barney where when she was considering it. Anyway, all this is to say that having computers do coding is a great way to have some broken ass codes. Would I be able to have a know it all type friend? I feel like I kind of am the know it all friend sometimes. Sex dolls work better for men than they do for women. Scapegoat? I don't think I'd be interested in adult baby fetish. I have not alien tourist. Google user? Well, no, you ride it. You know, like a male sex doll, like if you know the woman rides it. Cowgirl, you know? Or props it up and like, you know, going doggy and just beep, 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 beep. You know? There are sex machines that thrust, but they're not dolls. Yep. These are diagrams. Writing a sex doll is difficult for a pillow princess. True. But yeah, if you want some diagrams, you can go on Pornhub. There are some diagrams on Pornhub. If you remain, you would order for sure would exist now. Like I said, I mean, pocket pussies and fleshlights, they don't. I don't give a shit about them. Won't I try fleshlight? I've said before because the cleanup seems like it'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah, jerking into a Kleenex. It's easy. Just throw the Kleenex out. Done. Clean. But the flashlight, it honestly seems like it'd be a pain in the ass to clean up, to clean out. Baby numbers decrease if sex bots become a thing. I don't know. Not work? Well, I guess I'll never know then. I am not gay. I am not a gay man. You don't feel ice trace? Never into sex ed? Never have? No, I never. I mean, what sex toy am I going to get? Can we watch the opening to Baywatch on loop? You let the fleshlight fester, it brings you good luck and a good nut. Oh, hey, plain cheeseburger. Cannibalism. Hi, plain cheeseburger. Am I afraid of using a sex toy in front of a partner? Not afraid of it. I just thoughts on Velma getting really bad reviews. Yeah, like I said, I mean, like, none of what I've heard about it makes it sound good. Like, nothing that I've heard about that new Velma show makes it seem at all good. Um, there's a lot of like I read one thread talking about the first couple episodes and complaining that a lot of the humor or humor comes from like a lot of the humor comes from like this thing is stupid, this thing is silly, but we're gonna do it. Like that sort of like self-referential, trying too hard to wink at the audience, trying too hard to be in on the joke to the point where you're left wondering, then why the fuck are you doing that joke? If you think that this is a stupid joke, why are you doing that joke? Like, if you think that this is a stupid stupid idea for a plot, why are you doing this plot idea? Creators of Turf 2. Heard that as well, Bugs. Too woke. Well, like, another thing I saw was that some of the humor feels like it's meant to mock wokeism. Like, people sort of like that some of the humor feels like it's meant to be making fun of woke people. And it's like, okay, but the people this particular anti-woke joke appeals to aren't watching your fucking show because they're complaining that it's too fucking woke. Like, leaving a little bit of who is this joke for in there. Circle around me. I was complaining that a woman wrote it. A South Asian woman, to be more specific. Seems like that, like there's a lot of cynicism to it. That there are a lot of changes made that don't really make sense. Um, hey, Rico. Hey, Colleen. So yeah, like I haven't seen a whole lot about it. Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of discussion of Velma. What I have seen indicates that it is just a legitimately bad show. Somebody said Velma is a BuzzFeed exclusive. I believe it. Stripperella, even though it was Stanley's worst work, still is better than Velma. Because Stripperella was having fun with itself. You know? Velma, from what I hear, is like, if Velma had been an original property, it might not have been as bad. Because Velma is a Scooby-Doo reboot made by people who don't really seem to give much of a shit about Scooby-Doo. You know, like, that's sort of what it feels like. It's a Scooby-Doo reboot made by people who don't really seem all that interested in Scooby-Doo. Which, you know, if you're going to be rebooting a beloved franchise, you need to have a purpose to it. Like, there needs to be some sort of, why is this Scooby-Doo? Um, we need Scooby 3 live action. Milkbones. They did stuff. I slept right through doorbell. I wear boxers. Probably on my day the radar. That is my suspicion, Bugs. That Mindy Kaling went to the studio, studio, and was like, "Hey, I have an idea for a show. Here's my idea for a show, for an animated show." And they're like, "Well, we don't really, we're not interested in original properties, and how about we make it Scooby Doo?" You know, like it almost certainly was. It's Scooby Doo solely because that was the only way. Simply because that was how the studio felt. That was the only way that people would watch it. Um, okay, okay, Belly. Like, I think that's sort of what it is. Like, they made it a Scooby Doo show because they felt that that was the only way to get people to watch it. If they had just made Mindy with protagonist named Mindy, who's a South Asian girl who gets mixed up in murder shit. It probably wouldn't have, would it have been a successful show? No, literally no way of knowing. But attaching Scooby, the Scooby Doo Scooby Doo name recognition. Hey, look, look, people, it's Scooby Doo. Remember Scooby Doo, people? So yeah, um, I have no interest in watching that Velma. Could have made a King of the Hill reboot. She plays Connie. Soup and a Susan one. Nah, boozing now. Honestly, Mindy Kaling feels. Mindy Kaling strikes me as somebody who is cynical and a little bit opportunistic. So nah, she wouldn't be no, don't put her in charge of a King of the Hill reboot. Like it just I mean, like she buys into like culture war shit. She talked about how you couldn't make the Office today. Fucking sure you could. Currently watching King of the Hill from start to finish. They don't want to reboot a King of the Hill. Possibly a sequel. Simone says. Like a new like a King of the Hill sequel, maybe. You could probably do a pretty good King of the Hill return. One, a season, maybe two of King of the Hill sequel series. You probably could do some pretty interesting stuff with that because shit has changed since King of the Hill was on the air. So, Cam? Yes, one. Absolutely. Yeah, you absolutely need to have Mike Judge in charge of it. No question. And I think he has expressed interest in it. Like, I'm pretty sure Mike Judge has expressed interest in it. But yes, you absolutely need, like, if you're going to do New King of the Hill, you absolutely need to have Mike Judge because it was his humor. It was his humor that sort of defined that show. His sensibilities defined it. So yeah, you absolutely put him in charge. Thoughts on having thoughts? I'm not a fan, Icky. Really not a fan. Thanks, Lolo. Can I dance? No, I can't. I cannot dance at all. What does Sasquatch poo look like? Sasquatches don't exist. What the hell are you talking about, Cam? Man, bear, pig? Man, bear, pig was kind of the episode where I got fed up with South Park, where I just decided, no, these guys are just fucking dicks. Frankly, Cam, from what I remember, I feel like some of the most outspoken criticism I've ever actually seen. Like, I feel like some of the most outspoken criticism I've ever actually seen. Criticism I've ever actually seen. Like, I feel like some of the most outspoken criticism I've ever actually seen of Mindy Kaling actually came from other South Asians. Yeah, I was just no. Agatha Christie, Agatha Christie. I was just looking at something. Things are a deal breaker for me. I don't know, plenty of things. Dana alive. Anywho, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Getting a bit tired. So gonna end the stream here for tonight. Good night, Bolly. Too early? It's 9:45. It's late enough for me. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for something. Casey showing. There. There's the Casey showing, Miss Honey Bunny. Falling right out of her. Falling right out of her hut. So yeah. See you all tomorrow. Good night.